Hi, folks. I'm Kevin Daly, opinion editor, joined as ever by our fearless leader, the bosom of grace, Aiden Ryan, editor-in-chief. And for the first time ever on the roundtable, Miss Emma Carberry of Student Programming Board fame. Emma, how you doing tonight?
I'm great. How are you?
I don't know. We're getting by. It's always a long night in the Griffin Slop Closet on Thursday nights, but SPB had a big announcement today, and that's why Emma's on the roundtable. You want to talk a little bit about that?
Yes. Today, SPB announced that our spring concert, it's going to be in February 27th, and this year we're bringing Love and Theft to campus.
Not really spring, is it?
No, it's spring semester
Okay.
concert.
So Love and Theft. Tell me something about that group, that musical act.
They're a country duo,
Okay.
and their most famous single is Angel Eyes. Came out a while back.
Platinum single, we might add.
And since then, they have really started working on their image. After Angel Eyes, they didn't really get much buzz, and now their next album, their sophomore album, is self-titled Love and Theft, and they have 3 really hit singles off there. Running Out of Air is one of them that they won a CMT award for. So they're back on the rise, and we're really, really excited to be hosting them.
So we're told that SPB didn't actually get the contract signed until this morning. It was a little bit up in the air for the past couple of months. Can you speak to that at all?
Well, we've been going back and forth with the contract, as any contract is. You have to go back and forth and agree on things. It wasn't really a major issue. We just had to make sure that we were finalized by today so that we could announce with certainty that we were bringing them.
So who was your Bulldog negotiator?
Well, really, Connie Polari handles all of the
Fine choice.
the contract situation, but that was Connie.
Very interesting. Are you aware, Miss Carberry, that Outkast has a reunion tour this summer? Yes, I'm talking Andre 3000 and Big Boy, the one and only Aquemini, you and I.
Not aware of that, but now I am. So
Yeah.
thanks for
So
sharing that
would you consider
information.
having them part of like next year's, say, fall semester tour, a concert?
I
would-
can't speak to anything that's happening next year. I
But
don't
I
know
mean, if
anything
you take
about
over
next
SPB
year.
potentially.
I can't say anything about that. I don't know.
Wow.
I don't know what's going to happen next year.
Well,
I don't even know if next year's
Do
going
you,
to happen.
do you think we'd have to edit Outkast
Maybe the
for
minds
content?
were off by
I
a
don't
year.
know.
If we did edit Outkast for content,
We'd
then
have to. Which would be a shame. It would be a lie, but you know. Could not have said
consider
it better
Outkast.
myself.
You've got my
please.
vote, okay?
Please.
That's
You have
my
2 votes
vote.
for
I'm casting it
Outkast.
for 2 votes for Outkast.
Jordy,
Plug it.
Outkast?
You have 3 votes for Outkast.
The zone of authority and respect has spoken.
Yeah. Well, sorry for haranguing and harassing you for so long. We'd like to talk now about this sort of faculty forum that was held Wednesday afternoon. Kevin and I went there, sat through it, and the purpose was to bring faculty up to date on what happened at this Board of Trustees retreat. There was a gang of 8 faculty that were invited to the Trustees retreat. But-
Appointees of the Faculty Senate, it's our
Yes,
understanding.
Yes, they were appointed by the Faculty Senate, voted on and approved, and the rest of the faculty, however, was not privy to what was discussed there. And rumors have been buzzing for the past month.
Yeah, dissemination of information, as was mentioned at the meeting, has been an ongoing struggle for Faculty Senate and for that committee in particular. So yesterday's town hall was convened to alleviate that concern. President John Hurley and other administrators, including Dr. Terry Mangione, Dean Ewing, as well as
Benedetti.
as well as the newly minted Business and Finance VP, Marco Benedetti, were all present to preside over the festivities.
A very interesting time. I think surprisingly the buzz issues that we've heard about, talked about in the Griffin for the past semester were not first on everyone's mind. The primary question was, who are these trustees? Can we email them?
Yeah, which just says everything about the state of shared governance at Canisius. Although, to be clear, President Hurley has outlined a very, I think, clear position on shared governance, which is to say that the Board of Trustees doesn't really have any involvement, beyond a sort of peripheral presence in the administration of the school. He suggested that their job is not, in fact, to facilitate discussion between his office and the various constituencies, that those conversations are better facilitated by him personally. And he pointed to the steering committee, which is in charge of Canisius' reaccreditation, as a testament to that model.
And I believe Dr. Mitchell actually corroborated this. He said that the faculty, or the trustees rather, at his table, the 8 faculty were broken up, sort of spread throughout the room, felt that shared governance was just not their business. But again, another thing that came out of this was that there is no uniform faculty opinion, and there is no uniform trustee opinion.
Which was entirely the purpose of that meeting. It seemed almost to be an informal meet and greet, which was certainly required. And we heard from faculty that their concerns were well received by trustees. The trustees seemed very, interested in the goings-on amongst faculty at Canisius. But what was not taken away from the meeting was a framework as to how they would move forward. Now, they made clear that this was supposed to be a forum for the airing of concerns, but typically you come away with some kind of framework for, where to proceed, at least. I mean, the meeting was entirely introductory in nature, but, where do we go from here is a question that is of yet unanswered.
I think that question was left after the trustee retreat, and now it remains unanswered after this meeting.
In the state of online education was also the subject of protracted discussion, both at the Board of Trustees summit as well as at this meeting.
Particularly about vocabulary. The phrase online learning, the term MOOC, technology in the classroom, all these, some faculty feel have been used interchangeably.
Sure, and it's worth noting that President Hurley is very much of the mind that he's been misquoted extensively around campus with regard to his specific view on this issue. Perhaps a function of loose vocabulary.
Yes, just as an experiment, Ms. Carberry, what is a MOOC to you?
I have no idea what that means.
Wow, you heard it here first. Well, MOOC, massive
open
there
online
we go.
course.
Massive open online course. The term anti-MOOC was used by Dr. Noonan, first by
Dr. Mike
Krawiak.
Noonan, Chair of Faculty Senate.
They said that, first of all, Canisius's online courses, Dr. Krawiak pointed out, are capped at 18. The anti-MOOC, she said, and Dr. Noonan picked this up, and it said that Canisius is in fact the anti-MOOC.
No one seems opposed to the notion of online education, particularly in the graduate school, but what is important, especially at the undergraduate level, and this was, I think, perhaps one of the only points of consensus among trustees and faculty, was that online education must be approached in a way that is conducive to Canisius College's small liberal arts identity.
Right. And as for the anti-MOOC, I personally vote that that might be a good replacement motto now that we've gotten rid of where leaders are made. Canisius, the anti-MOOC.
I'd keep an eye out on the Griffin editorial pages in the next couple of weeks for the Aiden Ryan, Kevin Daly marketing strategy for the future.
Yes, sir. We'll be hard at work on that over the Thanksgiving break.